David Moore signs a practice squad deal, surprisingly, to me, with the Las Vegas Raiders. So David Moore in the offseason, he left the Seattle Seahawks and he went to the Panthers and he got a 2-year deal, but I guess he had a bad training camp or whatever the problem was. But right here, the Raiders pick him up, and I think it's a good move for Oakland. And I don't see David Moore being on the practice squad long this season here. Right here, he made plays last season. He was a good deep ball threat the last few seasons, I should say, for Russell Wilson and that Seahawk offense. And right here, let's be real, in Vegas, they don't really have many good receivers on that roster. They got Henry Ruggs, who they drafted high last season. He's not showing any impact yet, even though this year could be a possibly breakout year for Henry Ruggs. So thin as well at wide receiver. So I think David Moore, he could be on this roster by week 1 or week 2, because the Raiders, they just don't got many options, in my opinion, at the wide receiver position. And right here, David Moore could stretch the field. And the Raiders, they play in a tough division. We all know that, with the Denver Broncos, who got Von Miller back this offseason, and they'll be better on defense. Obviously, you got the Chargers, who are going to have an explosive offense, even though their defense is still poor with Justin Herbert. And then you got the Kansas City Chiefs, who went to 2 Super Bowls in a row, and in my opinion, are once again the favorites in the AFC to go to the Super Bowl here. So right here, I think the Raiders are going to need him, and they're going to call him up from the practice squad sooner than later. And as far as fantasy football goes, with the drafts this weekend here, obviously David Moore, he's a guy I'm not going to target right now, especially that he's on the practice squad, but he's a guy I would keep in mind as the weeks go on the waiver wire, and see if he's going to get on this team and contribute. But right here, David Moore, for now, signs a deal for the Raider practice squad, and we'll see when he gets called up to the main roster, and if he could contribute for the Raiders and possibly have fantasy value in the upcoming season.